Hi guys, welcome back to More to Follow, another exciting week. We have the cast and crew from Cocoa Dreams with us. But before then, my name is Judy Corey. I will allow my co-host, to actually introduce himself, and then we'll get into the meat or the flesh of the episode.
Hi guys, once more. My name is Luanda Magere. That is my moniker for this episode and the previous one as well. So go check that out as well. I forgot to mention in the previous episode, yes, Luanda was from the Luo community, but his name means man of the rock. And rock, stability. Great.
Yeah, definitely. I think I always say, about the Luanda Magere, he reads almost like a Samson story. And it's very interesting, that you find this mythical figure in almost all cultures of the world, that there was, a superhuman man. I think that's why we can really relate to Superman and all these Marvel characters. And I really think they existed to some extent.
Whose weaknesses were pretty niche, actually.
Right.
Because Achilles heel.
Achilles heel.
His shadow.
The shadow, yes.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Samson,
the hair.
There's a woman. Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Yeah. So it's interesting.
I'm outnumbered here. I was looking for fellow men, but we left Brian last week.
So you know what? Speaking of what wanatukunywa, shout out to Cafe Amka for providing the drinks on the episode.
Thank you.
Puns on puns.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
What do you think about the drink, actually? What are you having?
Oh, sorry. You want to say what you're having?
No, I'm not having a coffee, actually. I'm having the other one. I don't know. It's a dawa.
Brain power.
Oh, brain power.
Yes, the hibiscus dawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it's out of this world.
And which one are you having?
Brain power.
As well, amazing. All
For
right.
this season, it's brain power.
To be honest, the dawa is really good.
Yeah.
Every time we actually go to Cafe Amka, that's the one we keep trying. So yes, guys, be sure to check the promotion, the food items they have on sale for this month. I am definite that you're going to actually enjoy the food. So yeah, Raf, do you want to kick us off with a would you rather question? I'm not sure what you want to do today.
Yeah, no, would you rather question. So for our guest, would you rather have a name that people laugh at every time they hear it, or a voice that people laugh at every time they hear it?
Because a voice, you don't want to sound like a donkey talking, And could I have neither?
No, it's one of the two.
What's your answer?
No.
None of them. No. Maybe a name that people laugh at because they can laugh at the name and then you can use your PR skills to kind of get you out of it, like laugh at yourself before they laugh at you thing. So I think that would work, but I would have a problem having a voice because now a voice like you're in the deep end. There's no rescuing you.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
So I think a name. Also depends on what the name is.
I think I'd rather the voice one. It just means I would never
speak.
Yeah.
So you'd be introverted.
Or even learn some languages at this point. It's the only way to hide the embarrassment.
But you can actually do some voice training and get your voice out. So unless it's a medical thing, but I think you can.
Okay. Yeah. I would rather have a name that people laugh at every time they hear it. Because then I'll just never introduce myself.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, you are just there, outsmarting us. So you can talk and never introduce your name.
Exactly.
Or introduce your surname.
Yeah. Brian left here and he never knew my name.
That's true.
He only knows you as Luanda Magere today.
And before that was Hospital Jamongo. It's a very fictional character.
I think you really, Nini. You've been studying this joke for a while.
He's been cooking
coming up with plan
a whole week cooking for this joke.
And then you bring us to who have just had the question in 1 minute.
Brain power.
And I'm taking it and I still didn't get that answer.
All right, then maybe I'll start from my far left. Please tell us your name and the role that you're playing on Cocoa Dreams.
Yeah, so my name is Scholastica Wanyama. Don't Johnson. Because my face is different from yours, so please. Anyway, yeah. So my name is Scholastica Wanyama, and the role that I played at Cocoa Dream is as you are like you. Yeah.
Like you are.
Like YUA.
Yeah.
Oh, who is you
Why?
in this case? In this story?
Yeah, you is her. Let me pause first.
No worries.
So you are in the Cocoa Dream. Came out as a fiancé of
Fiancé. Yes.
to Albert.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Albert is played by Bruce Macau.
Bruce. Oh, sorry.
No,
That's the
it is
actual name of
the
Bruce.
actor.
Yeah, the actor Bruce.
Mhm.
Nini. So I was the fiancé to Albert.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how does Albert relate to our main lead? To the
Main character.
main
So
character, yeah.
yeah, Albert is a brother to Jaber,
To Jaber. Mhm.
and he's married to Yua, and Yua is
The fiancé
is
too.
the fiance who's half Korean and half Kenyan. And so they are actually at the start of the film, they're moving in from South Korea where they've been living.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was about to crash out because when we asked him to say something, he said, "I love you," and he didn't give any context, and I didn't know that Jaber is a sister to Brian. So now when she's saying fiance, I thought there was like a whole
no.
triangle thing going on.
Brian plays
The love interest.
The love interest. Albert is
The
Jaber's
Brother who's not here, Bruce Macau. So they
Okay.
renowned Bruce
Okay.
Macau.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Bruce Mark.
Yes. And now you play Yua, who's fiance to Albert.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what's their storyline? I think maybe I would like to ask, how did you end up getting the role Yua?
Yeah, that's a nice question.
Okay. I got this, one of my casting director was like, "Oh, I know you for a long time, and then like this your thing, it's gonna be like, like the character itself, it's me." I was like, okay. So I was like, come meet my director, and discuss about it. Probably you might end up getting. Yeah. So when I came, I was like, my director was like, take this paper and recite, like just read the lines, and then like, what do you got? Audition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did it, and I was like, oh, finally I was in. So that's when I found myself like doing this thing.
Is it safe to say this is also your debut? Is this your first time acting as well?
Not really, but I did a lot of extras and adverts. Yeah, because my first shoot was an advert actually.
Oh,
It
nice.
was workable. It's an office, so we were just like the thing that is happening on an office. So I was supposed to be at the reception, telling the receptionist something like, when is the party going? When is the party? There was an event happening, so I was like asking the reception, when is the party? I was like, just small line. I was like, oh, okay. But now it was so hard for me to face I was told not to look at the camera. I was like, what when is the party? And I was looking, I was focusing at the director of the camera. Like,
Don't press the red button and you do it.
but I was like, okay, you did it. At the last time I did it, but I was like, you need to do more of this, but you're capable of
Doing it.
So I was like, oh, I was so happy. So when and then I got some other extras jobs. I also did NEMA Citizen as a nurse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was just a small
Part. A minor role.
and it wasn't mine actually. That was someone's, but she came late and she was like, you can't do it. You've given it to someone. I was like, you're gonna do it. I was like, no, I've never done such a thing. I was like, you can do it. So I did like 5 times. I was like, oh, you can act actually. I was like, that's my dream. But I haven't gotten that, someone to train me or go to those auditions since I was so busy with my work. Yeah.
You know what?
I have a question. English is not your first language?
Yes, English is my first language.
Was there any point in time where she had to speak the Luo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, because she's Korean, half Korean and half Kenyan, which is very interesting. We didn't ground her what Kenyan tribe she is, but she didn't have to. She didn't have to. So maybe season 2, with all your support, she'll be able to speak it.
Amazing.
Yeah, but no, she didn't.
Okay, because I'm just trying to think about the intricacies of.
But I can say Aluo
Words.
word.
Sheng,
If
which
you-
is easy
Mm.
because she speaks Sheng. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ask, I think something I also learned in this 1 week is that Jinna was also the script writer for this
Right.
particular. You were film producer, director, as well as script writer for this.
Yes.
I'd want to know. I mean, we're just adding more hats.
I was
Do you
like
have
a Tyler Perry.
Hey, so many things. Wait, are you also acting
No,
now?
Oh, yeah, thank God. No, I can't act to save my life. No. No, I wasn't the only writer because, like I said, I worked on it with Oyunga Pala, and we also had another story consultant. So he was a cultural story consultant, and then we also had another story consultant. So there were like 3 writers at work, reviewing, giving input, reviewing, and giving input. Yeah. So yeah, and it was great support because our founders was Africa No Filter, and they really created an ecosystem that was very nurturing to us as creatives.
All right.
Yeah.
So far, we've been fortunate to meet Brian, who is Obiero in the film. We
Right.
have Scholastica, who's Yua in the film as well.
Really, your name
I'm
is
now,
Scholastica.
I'm now curious. In terms of building the characters, which one was the most easiest and which one was the most difficult to build? Of all the people, all the characters we have in this film.
Who's because Jaber is layered, so figuring out how her character arc is in different spaces was very interesting. Like for example, I could hear her, but who was she? And I remember Oyunga Pala was like, she should be a nuclear physicist. I've met Kenyan nuclear physicists in Vienna, and I think we should give homage to them. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
We have Kenyan nuclear physicists.
Yes, in Vienna, there are like 5 women there, and they're Kenyan.
Sorry, Gina, I think we should put you on news to tell us things about our country.
Because clearly we don't know.
I think we are so used to constantly downplaying ourselves that we don't understand the brilliance of Kenyans. Like, we're really brilliant. And we have a diaspora, we have people in the diaspora who represent Kenya in such brilliant ways that sometimes you see to them and you're like, wow. Like, when I heard about the nuclear physicist, I was just like, a little girl in Kenya can now begin to dream about being this because actually they are there.
And they exist and I can see
And they
that.
actually work at the main center. There's a whole nuclear physicist UN body in Vienna. They actually sit there. So that was hard because also now beginning to understand a nuclear physicist, how is her mind in statistics and data, and how does it translate in the character itself? And that was challenging.
All right. You've also talked about Jaber being layered. Maybe Jaber again is also being played by Kit Kiari.
And she's the main character.
She's the main character.
Yeah.
She's the hot babe.
She's a hot
She's
babe.
the hot babe. What do you think our audiences might miss the first time watching her on screen, actually, about her character, Jaber?
I hope they don't miss anything. But, I think this whole idea of portraying women in leadership without vulnerability is a really false narrative.
Yes. This is
You
true.
know what I'm saying? Like, I think the narrative that is sold is like they're just soldiers soldiering on and they don't have ambition outside their career, their career ladder. These women are nurturers. These women seek to be loved and to be understood. And I think to see her pioneering a cocoa plantation in a sugar, in a region that's normally known for sugar, it's easy to just think of her as a what do you call it, an outlier. But she's a woman in every sense. So I hope they don't miss that.
I hope we don't miss that as well.
Yeah.
I'd want to ask, did you always know how it would end, this particular story? Did you always know what the story was, or is it something you built as you proceeded?
It's very interesting about Cocoa because Cocoa was my second pitch. So I had developed another story quite in depth. And then when I presented it to my funders, they were just like, okay, do you have another story? That's engaging, but it needs a lot of work. So do you have? And I was like, oh my God. So I just picked it from my mini basket, my idea basket. I was like, yeah, I have this, but I haven't quite developed it. And as soon as I said it, they said, that's the one, Jinna. And so it was just like, I don't know whether I really enjoyed my Christmas season, because it was just,
this is
trying to
interesting.
breathe life to these characters in depth over a short period of time. So it was a lot. It took a lot.
So it was this past Christmas period?
Yeah, this past Christmas period, yeah.
You've pointed something out which I found very interesting. You've been building the characters since Christmas of last year. That means, what time period are we looking at? From the time you pitch to the time you write the story to the time you went into production? What
Yes.
timeline are we looking at this point?
That's the timeline we're looking at. So by the time you're greenlit is late November, you begin comping the scripts. So all through December, you're writing like 4 episodes. But thank God I'm not just writing alone. Like I told you, that the back end, I have the collaborative story consultants. So they help you see the characters in depth. And like I said, Oyinga Pala was very instrumental in helping me really understand the landscape of the culture, how to ground it and things like that. So and then we also had a third story consultant now from Hollywood, who was now looking at the scripts and giving feedback. That was also very important. So yeah, so it took a lot.
You know what? Now I'm realizing how big of a crew you're actually working with to bring together Cocoa Dreams.
Yes.
Is it safe to say we are premiering a film on the 16th and 17th, but the plan, I've heard you talk about a season 2 at some point?
Yeah, season 2. I mean, we're here for, season 6, still the wheels fall off with your support, I think African story deserve that. And I think Cocoa Dreams is a great story that deserves that. But you can only see that with the support of Kenyans coming out, watching it, sharing it. So that's what we're looking at. And of course, we're just doing a minimal distribution to ensure that the people who really love us and support us get to experience us, and the actors, because when they come to these major screenings, they get to interact with the stars that they really love. But we also are looking at also reaching out to the diaspora through a minimal distribution, and then now we're going to VOD and all that.
All right. Let me take it back to Scholar for a minute. You mentioned that Yua was very similar to you. I mean, I'd also want to ask, how did you prepare for this role?
Wow. No, I didn't. Sorry. So, Yua is very different.
Oh, okay.
Very different.
In what sense?
Because Yua, what is it? The script says like everything is being emotional, like being sad, being angry. You understand? There's no happiness there. And I've come from a different, country to another
country, which in this case, Korea coming to Kenya. Yeah.
Yes, coming to Kenya. So, and me personally, I'm a smiling machine. I'm always asking.
Anytime is any good reason to smile.
Yeah.
You can smile at any time.
Anything. Even if you back up, like you tell me something bad, I'm just like,
and then smile.
Yeah, her resting face, which was a bit frustrating directing, because you were like, she was carrying some very heavy emotional scenes, and I was like, it is sad. And she's like, yeah, I'm feeling sad. I'm like, but you're smiling, So
that's not what you were seeing.
Right. So the editor would be like, it'd be like, she smiled on that scene, Jinna. I was like, oh, okay. Her resting face is smiling. So yeah, but what I liked is, as soon as we pointed that out, she really worked, which is hard, when you're pushing away from your
natural
intuition or natural way of being. It's very challenging. So that's why I always say these actors are very intelligent and they're very gifted, because they really embody characters that are many times different from who they are. But they do it so well that now people will think Yua is Scholastica and they're like totally different people. Or they'll think Obiero is Brian and they're like nothing. Or Kit is Jaber, and it's nothing like who they are in real life.
I'd also want to ask, during production, based on what the vision was and what we'll end up seeing actually, what is one thing you had to give up during production from your vision?
From
Because
my
there's always
vision.
compromise.
Of course, because you really want to shoot vast spaces. You want to shoot traffic scenes with the kind of cars, with the extras. You really want to capture, especially depict kind of Kisumu City, what it looks like. And we just didn't have budget for that, so I had to give up that.
All right.
Yeah.
I am sold. I can't wait to go see
Thank you, Judy.
the film. I am always pro supporting one of our own, and I think anytime again, if you see the poster, if you see those bits where
when you see the poster.
when you see the poster,
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen this one particular video where it's like a dance off between Brian and Bruce.
Yes.
And these people can actually, like, they can do a proper kunini kutingisha kiuno.
Are you?
Yes.
Walai, you've not seen the video?
Tamhand.
I'll have to
So you think you
Naenda kumtafuta.
Yeah.
Cocoa.
Wait until you meet these two people. You think you can dance? Wait until you see them. But then, yes, for sure, guys, buy your tickets. Selling on M-Tickets. Their date is 16th and 17th. Anga Cinema.
Wait,
in
so there are no
Parklands.
gate tickets?
Let's not do get tickets. Mbona unangoja?
I know,
Buy.
and they're
Buy while
running
it's
out.
still
We
there.
already
I'm
have
just-
a sold out show.
I'm making that clarification because there are still Kenyans.
Or
out
there are
today.
gate tickets for the cinema ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are the ones you have to pre-buy.
100%.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can't wait to see this film. Any parting shot from your end?
You've been of great support. Maybe we can cast you as Judy from
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm
but
ready.
you've been of great support, so we just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Any last words from you or Scholastica?
I'm not sure, okay?
I feel like I'm here now.
Yeah.
Let me remove my beads. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Jinna. Yeah, this was my first film, like working in a very period of, what is it?
A long period.
A long period of time. And I learned a lot, very. So I should at least be emotional. Like my face should be, what is it? Like angry, sad, smile, laugh. I should change that. Amma, what do you say? I should remain that.
I tell you, like, as Scholastica, we are happy with who you are. Maybe for the characters, depends on who you need to be. But we love Scholastica, she is.
Okay.
She's enough.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And thank you for hosting us.
Anytime.
It has been a very good day.
Raphael, do you want to close the episode for us?
Who?
Sorry, Luanda Magere.
Thank you.
Oh, now we know his name.
I'm so
Raphael.
sorry.
You so know the show.
No. Thank you, guys. Catch you in the next episode. There's more to follow, especially on the 15th,
Oh, on the 16th
the 16th,
and the 17th.
and the 17th.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, guys.